Former two-time Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said he would abolish 3R if he was Prime Minister again. He said this during a book launch event at the Perdana Leadership Foundation in response to a question about what he would do if he were Prime Minister to increase the Bumiputra share of the economic pie. He added that even if he was not PM, he would share some ideas if the government was willing to listen.
Well, if I were to be the Prime Minister again, the first thing I do would be to abolish 3R. I must know what the people are thinking about. If you keep their mouths closed, they may be having bad opinion of you, but you feel that they are okay. And when you don't respond to their problems, to their feeling, then the country cannot become developed. We need freedom of speech. We need freedom to do business on our own. We need a good cooperation between the government and the private sector. We need to develop this country and make things easy. At this moment, I feel that there is too much corruption. The wealth of this country cannot be exploited because of corruption.
Rafizi Ramli has spoken out after a confidential letter he sent to PKR President Anwar Ibrahim was leaked. At a campaign event in Ipoh last night, Rafizi said that not just the news on him declining an invitation to officiate the party's youth and women's wing congresses, but the entire letter was made public.
Yang bocorkan ni pun sumber parti juga. Aku tulis surat kepada 3 orang saja. Kepada Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, salinan dia kepada Setiausaha Agung. 2 orang je. Ini siapa yang bocorkan ni? Macam mana boleh bocor ni? Surat itu surat sulit. Bukan saja bocor mengenai berita, surat itu keluar terus lagi.
2 days ago, Malaysia Gazette reported that Rafizi had formally turned down the invitation to officiate the party wing's congresses. It had been reported that Rafizi's apparent snub of the invite is connected with Sabah PKR opting not to invite him to its election machinery launch in Kota Kinabalu. Meanwhile, PKR Secretary General Fuzia Saleh has denied allegations that her office had leaked the letter. In a brief message to Malaysia Kini, Fuzia refuted Rafizi's claims, saying that it is not true that the letter was sent to the President and Secretary General only. PKR Youth has asked the party's incumbent Deputy President Rafizi Ramli to reconsider his decision to skip officiating the opening ceremony for the upcoming National Congress of PKR Youth and Women's Wings on May 22nd. Incumbent PKR Youth Chief Adam Adli Abdul Halim confirmed that PKR Youth had received a copy of Rafizi's letter to PKR President Anwar Ibrahim declining an invitation to officiate the Wing's Congress. He told Malaysia Kini that the Wing is appealing for Rafizi to change his mind in line with his position as the party's deputy president. Adam added that Rafizi's presence as the officiator would uphold Congress tradition. Meanwhile, PKR Secretary General Fuzia Saleh told Malaysia Kini that it has not yet been confirmed whether or not Rafizi will officiate the event. Should party candidates debate each other to earn your vote? For PKR's incumbent Deputy President, Rafizi Ramli, debates have always been part of the party's strengths, but it's up to each candidate to decide whether to take the stage. When asked about Nurul Izzah Anwar's decision to not join him in a debate ahead of the party polls this weekend, this was his response.
No, itu keputusan kempen masing-masing kan. Cuma budayanya di dalam PKR adalah sebelum ini tradisinya memang calon timbalan presiden malah calon ketua AMK pun berdebat. Kerana itu memang kekuatan PKR yang ada sekarang. Keputusan calon masing-masing itu terpulang kepada calon masing-masing dan itu akan diambil kira oleh perwakilan-perwakilan dalam pengundian.
Rafizi added that he won't insist on a debate with Nurul Izzah, as there's no such thing as forcing her. He stressed that in a campaign, every party or candidate makes an offer to voters. In his case, The offer is that they must defend a culture where each candidate presents their ideas and vision and remain open to being evaluated by the delegates. He said Nurul Izzah had disagreed with it, and in the end, it's up to the delegates to decide. PKR Deputy Secretary General Dr. Satya Prakash Nadarajan has firmly denied rumours that Party President Anwar Ibrahim is backing any specific faction or CHAI in the upcoming PKR party election scheduled for May 21st to 24th. Speaking to Malaysia Kini, Satya, who is contesting for a vice president post, stressed that the party president remains neutral and no candidate has been officially endorsed. He said no one can claim they have the president's backing. Satya added that the matter was addressed and settled during a recent Central Leadership Council meeting, where it was collectively agreed that Anwar would not endorse any candidate as part of his team. He said if any party member comes across a candidate claiming to be in the president's CHAI, they shouldn't believe it. He was commenting on reports of several party leaders holding closed-door meetings with branch chiefs and delegates while skipping official events such as the Jelajah Hiruk tour organised by PKR Secretary General Fuziah Saleh's office. According to Satya, some individuals claimed they represented the president's CHAI instead of participating in party-sanctioned activities. He explained that the tour was aimed at introducing candidates contesting for posts in the Central Leadership Council, Central Youth Leadership Council, and Central Women's Leadership Council. The lorry driver who was charged with dangerous driving that caused the death of 9 Federal Reserve Unit personnel last Tuesday was rearrested just 20 minutes after posting bail. Rudy Zulkarnain Maradi was rearrested at around 12:20 p.m. at the bail payment counter. According to Sinar Harian, he was arrested by the Bagan Datuk Police Criminal Investigation Department to assist in an investigation into a cow theft case. Earlier it was reported that the driver was released from the Hili Perak District Police Headquarters lockup after his 6,000 ringgit bail was paid. Bernama quoted Hili Perak District Police Chief Bakri Zainal Abidin as saying that the driver has been granted court bail, with his employer paying the 6,000 ringgit bail amount in one surety. It was learned that the employer and the driver's friend raised the fund together to pay the bail. The Teluk Intan Magistrates Court had previously set bail at 6,000 ringgit. The driver had pleaded not guilty to a charge of causing the death of the FRU personnel in a crash in Teluk Intan. Israel has begun large-scale ground operations throughout Gaza. In a post on X on Sunday, the Israeli army said troops have begun extensive ground operations throughout northern and southern Gaza as part of Operation Gideon's Chariot, involving active and reserve soldiers. It said over the past week, the Air Force had conducted preliminary strikes and continues to provide consistent support to operating troops in Gaza. According to reports, the Israeli army said it had mobilized forces to seize strategic areas in the Gaza Strip. It added that the new campaign would achieve all the goals of the war in Gaza, including the release of hostages and the defeat of Hamas. Yesterday, Al Jazeera had reported that at least 135 people were killed on Sunday morning, including 42 in the heavily bombed northern parts of Gaza. Citing Gaza's Ministry of Health, it said at least 464 Palestinians were killed in the past week as Israel prepared for its ground invasion. Meanwhile, Bernama previously reported that more than 53,300 Palestinians, most of them women and children, have been killed since October 7, 2023.